Apparently a baker in Kansas lost $4,000 in diamonds in a batch of cookies. What? Why are they putting diamonds in cookies? Baker believes he lost a... Oh, it was a $4,000 diamond. It wasn't multiple diamonds. Lost a $4,000 diamond from her wedding ring. It was her wedding ring. She may have baked into one of the cookies. That's sad.
It's a nightmare for any married couple, losing the main diamond off a wedding ring.
Where one woman lost her ring has people chewing softly. KMEC9's Alan Shope explains.
I look down at my hand and the center diamond is gone.
Workers at Sis Sweets in Leavenworth put on and take off more than 119,000 rubber gloves every year, but never had this happen.
Banging the bowls and the pans.
A wedding ring from nearly 4 decades ago, chosen by her husband, now missing the main headpiece diamond.
We kind of went back to the kitchen and looked around.
But the huge diamond was gone.
I was crying.
That's a good point. Wouldn't she be wearing gloves? So how would it have been baked in? It'd be in one of the gloves. So it'd probably be more in the trash, right? Wouldn't you think? Like, I don't think it would have made it into the cookie. Unless she's doing it bare hands.
And all he could say is, "You still have me." So that made it all better.
Sis says somewhere between rolling dough and making cookies on Friday, the center diamond dropped into the dough.
It's 36 years on this hand.
She says they've narrowed the search to either chocolate chip, sugar, or peanut butter cookies, and they put out a plea to their customers. Use caution before biting into one.
Mainly because I didn't want anybody to break a tooth.
Sis says she hopes to find the diamond, but she acknowledges if she doesn't, she'll just have to replace it because she says the ring is far too valuable to her to take off her finger.
I cried. I cried a lot.
But 4 days later, no luck. So while Sis Sweets continues to pump out the pastries, they're still holding out hope the missing diamond will show up. And she says, who knows? There might be a ton of free cookies for anyone that finds it.
But I would definitely make it worth your while bringing it back.
In Leavenworth, Alan.
She seems wholesome.
News.
Unlucky. That shit will probably never be found again. I don't think it got baked into a cookie, I'll tell you that much. I think that would be highly unlikely. Definitely shouldn't be wearing jewelry while baking without gloves. It's gross. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she was probably wearing gloves. Like, I don't think it would have made it into a batch of the cookies or anything. No idea, Emmett. I couldn't tell you. You see the band Our Sacred Grounds ripped off Bad Omen song Miracle? It's crazy. It's the same song, basically. They changed the lyrics, but it's still sang in the same rhythm of the original song. We got some metal drama? I did not see that. I'll look at that later. Oh yeah, wait, we got some metalcore drama in here. Band named Our Sacred Ground blatantly plagiarized Bad Omens. You seen the Hatsune Miku concert drama? She cucked her fans. How is that possible? She's not even real. How can you possibly get cucked by Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku fans wanted a hologram concert. They got a TV show instead. Oh, so not like literally cucked, just more financially. People who pay hundreds of dollars want more from their Vocaloids. Thanks, Gilbert. I appreciate it, Spicy. Yeah, Red Thread's been a lot of fun. Oh, here we go. So here's footage of it. I don't want to get DMCA'd. Miku Expo 2024 in Vancouver last Thursday instead got Miku on a big old TV, and some of them were pretty grumpy about it. I mean, they seem to still be having fun. Tickets to these shows can be pricey. The upcoming Phoenix, Arizona show ranges from $55 to $150. Show appears to be close to selling out with only a few seats left in the stands and an unknown number of gin admin. One fan said they spent nearly $200 for the Vancouver show. It does look kind of lame. The other Hatsune Miku concert's kind of lit, though. This one looks like those old MMD things. I think that's what it's called, right? MMD. That's where they make Yugi kiss himself. Was it popular in Japan? It's popular everywhere. Hatsune Miku's an international phenomenon. But that's not usually how her concerts go. Usually it's like an actual hologram. See the guy? Did you see a guy started crying on a podcast while drunk because Eminem lives in his head rent-free? That's so vague. I don't even know what I'd type in to find that. So a guy started crying because he thought about Eminem. What's that mean? Thanks for your sub Fuji, the membership twice. And yeah, I just haven't started Fallout yet. Do you think the Bills would have a tribute for OJ? No, but you did just remind me. When Karl Malone finally dies, I bet the NBA makes something very special for him. Even though he is an out-in-the-open pedophile predator, for some reason the NBA keeps singing his praises. So the NFL may have moved on from OJ, but the NBA can't do that with its criminals. Just type in Penguinz0 cries on drink champs. I'm not going to understand any of what's going on here if there's established lore on why Penguinz0 is crying. But okay. This is going to be incomprehensible to me. Penguinz0 cries defending Eminem beef on Drink Champ. I needed that shit. The Instagram clip is taken down.
Niggas, I done been through hell. I didn't even see my mother die. I got shot at my mother's funeral. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know anything of what's possibly going to be going on here. What was that? That was just a clip that was linked in the article. It was on 2x speed. Penguinz0 was co-founder of Source magazine that hated M. M dissed him to death and killed his career. I mean, that must have been 20 fucking years ago. IGN wrote about the CM Punk incident. Oh, I finally watched that video last night. Is it true AEW's taking down and copyright striking anyone that shows any clips from it? Is that why it was so hard for me to find? Yeah, that is true. It's pretty fucking embarrassing. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, the clip is, I think it's 1:11 seconds, and it's... I don't even know if I can pull up a picture of it on stream, because I don't know how AEW's handling this. But it's 1:11 seconds, and it's basically just a push, and then kind of like a wrap-up, and then he throws, like, a single punch that I don't even think connects. And then that's the whole thing, then they're separated. And initially it came out and they were saying, like, we all feared for our lives back there. One of the most dangerous moments mankind's ever seen. We were left with no options. I don't think OJ made it to heaven, I'll be honest with you. I don't think they were letting him in. You see the new Demon Slayer game? It's so bad they made it into Mario Party. Like, that sounds hype. There's a Demon Slayer Mario Party game? What's it called? Because this is the game from, like, a year or so ago. It was okay. I didn't hate it. What Mario Party Demon Slayer are you talking about? Yeah, they're taking it down because all they did was make CM Punk the #1 trend worldwide and had their audience chanting Punk's name in the arena. Absolute goobers. That one? What, this one? Well, it is very Mario Party-esque so far. I guess it's a oh, well, never mind. They really just can't make good anime games at all. Like, genuinely. This is fucking atrocious. How do you fuck up Mario Party? Just make some fun minigames. Wow, this is so much worse than I would have possibly thought. Conceptually, I think it's cool. Mario Party's fun. But man, this is terrible. You gonna stream this with the boys? Well, I don't think it's coming to the States. I doubt it'll be popular enough. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks, Wills. Well, that does look like absolute trash. Dragon Ball Z has great games, though. Dragon Ball Z does have some good games. That is true. Dragon Ball Z does have some good games. Then it has Sparking Zero coming out soon, which could be good. That game is coming to the States on April 25th. Well, what do you know? Why? What is the point? What is it a gacha game? It's gotta be. There's gotta be some kind of gacha elements to it. Do you think there's any way to fix a relationship after cheating? I messed up this week in Vegas and my girl broke up with me. Any advice? No, there's really no coming back from cheating. You can't really there's really no moving on from that, to be honest. That's like the biggest possible breach of trust ever. Even if you do try and rectify it, that's never going to make a good relationship again. That's one of those things that can't be taken back. There's plenty of things that can be fixed in a relationship, but cheating is just not one of them. Even if both parties do like amicably forgive each other for it, that relationship is always just going to be doomed to failure because it's going to be a looming thought in the back of the person who was cheated on's head. My wife cheated on me and I forgave her, then she did it again and I finally manned up and initiated a divorce. Yeah. That's one of the worst feelings. Recent Thunder. Our hall pass is a thing? Brother, I'm not your partner. That's a question for them, not me. I don't see that ever working unless you're in an open relationship. If you're already not monogamous, then I'm sure that can work. But if you're monogamous, I don't think a hall pass is ever going to necessarily hit. That's always going to be a problem. We never got the Temu items. They never came in. Everything got canceled. Dated a girl who cheated on her ex to be with me, then a year later cheated on me with someone else. There's a phrase I heard a long time ago that I think everyone parrots now, but it's if she'll cheat with you, she'll cheat on you. And that is very true. And it, of course, extends to men as well. It's not just exclusive to women, but that's typically how it gets used.